And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Thornton Speedway as we get ready for race number 2 of the chase for the Mobil1 Cup Series Championship. As I said, today we are at the home of the Turn of Death. It's a big opportunity for some drivers to be able to move themselves up through the chase standings, and also an opportunity for some drivers to not do so well today. This is going to be basically a make it or break it race. This track is so random and is so difficult that if you end up finishing even this race, even though you don't win, it almost feels like a win. A lot of drivers today are going to be trying to make sure that they do not fall off the 80-foot drop off the final corner known as the Turn of Death. Several drivers did so in our Truck Series race yesterday, including Chris Thornton, Danny Wells, Alex May, and Sean Galligan. We're going to have to see what's going to happen here in today's race, because these drivers, a lot of them coming in up at the front of the field that are in the chase for the championship, including the pole sitter for today's race, Trent Dunham. Now, Trent comes in not defending, but a former Mobil1 Cup Series champion. He got off to a little bit of a rocky start last week at New Hampshire. He is currently 13th in the points out of 13 chase drivers, and already a total of 47 points out of the top position. So Trent, starting on the pole position, maybe starting up front will maybe help him out to stay out of trouble. We'll have to find out. He'll start off alongside of a former winner this season, George Roque, in the 33. Roque is going to try and see if he can pick up his second win of the season, as he is not battling for a spot inside the chase, so he can basically just go out there and try and get as many wins as he can to finish out the season. Then we got a couple more chasers lined up in row number 2. James McLeod in the 34 comes in third in the point standings, 11 points out of the top position. He's going to try and win here today. He's actually a former winner at Thornton, won the Truck Series race here at the beginning of the season when he ended up going on that 3 wins in a row spree. And alongside of him is going to be a 2-time winner this season, Jordan Hester, who is currently 8th in the current point standings and 22 points out of the points lead in the chase. Then last week's winner, Richard Johnson, a 2-time winner this season. He'll line up in the 5th position, looking to become a 3-time winner this season in the Mobil1 Cup Series. We'll see if he can do that today. Another good qualifying spot for the 28 Texaco Haviland Ford Mustang. So we've given you the top 5. Let's now talk about what the points look like coming into today's race. Sean Galligan is still the current points leader by a total of 9 points over second in standings Austin LaPlante. Then it's James McLeod third in points, 11 points back. Then it'll be Dylan Young. He's 4th in the standings, a total of 15 points out of the lead. Then it's a tie for 5th place between Emilio Navarrete and Joshua Collard. They both are 18 points apiece away from the lead. James Silverfox, who ended up winning the race here that we had in the Mobil1 Cup Series earlier on this season at Thornton, he's going to line up in the 7th position in points. He is a total of 19 points out. Jordan Hester, as we said, he's 8th in the point standings. He is 22 points back. Then it's Megan Atkins, Sean Henley, Danny Wells, Dylan Poteet, and Trent Dunham, 5 drivers who had some trouble last week at New Hampshire. They come in 31, 34, 34, 38, and 40, not 40. 47 points back, respectively, do those 5 drivers. So it's time to get these cars rolling off. No, they're going to complete a couple pace laps, and then we're going to show you the starting lineup. It's a 12-mile long racetrack. It's going to be 5 laps of racing, and there will be no cautions. It's going to be a hard, drag-out, fight to the finish with no cautions to bring this field back together. So, without further ado, command to fire the engines has been given. We're going to get these cars rolling off. Hopefully I'll do better with the camera angles here today than I did in the Truck Series race. I failed on a few of those camera angles. Whoa, that pace car, look at him go. He just shot like a cannon away from there, and the field is going to, like a herd of turtles, follow behind him. But anyway, here's your starting grid for today's Survivor Series 300 at Thornton Speedway. Who's going to conquer today's track here at Thornton? Welcome back from your starting grid. Green flag is now out and we're underway here at Thornton Speedway. Trent Dunham gonna lead them into the first corner here. George Roque side by side with James McLeod. Dunham is going to clear Roque for the lead, but here comes McLeod getting alongside. He's going to come to the left side of the Bass Pro Shop Chevy, and he's looking for the top spot, and already we've had some trouble up here right at the front of the field. Somebody up around 5th place is running into problems. Oh, Trek Togger in his debut in the other Great Clips car. Chaser Dylan Poteet. Jordan Hester, another chaser. He must have been the driver up around 5th that had problems. Daniel Voiles is way back here. So is Isaac Canepa. I think those drivers actually just got held up. So it looks like it was Togger, Poteet, and Jordan Hester ran into some problems. But amazingly enough, they don't really look like they have that much damage or anything. So we may have gotten away with something rather well there in that first corner. But it really has broken the field up. Right now it's 4-car breakaway with McLeod, last week's winner Johnson, Trent Dunham, and George Roque. Then you go back here, you see Charles Sanford, Zach Flickinger in the 18 making his debut in the Mobil1 Cup Series. Daniel Day back here as well. There's Zach Rogers in the 10. Carson Gum. Whoa, Alex May going way wide there. There's Silver Fox, our defending race winner at this track. 7th in points and running very well right now. Trying to work his way up through the field. He's got another chaser right behind him in Danny Wells, who didn't do quite so well last week in New Hampshire. And I'll tell you, these guys, if they continue to run the way they are, I think they may end up catching up to those front 4 drivers that were able to get away before. We're looking now at Austin LaPlante, 2nd in the point standings. He was actually 15th when they crossed the stripe to get under the green flag. That's where he started. I think he's up to about the 9th position now as we speak. And the driver he's running down, I think, is not running better than LaPlante. I think right now Galligan... Oh, wait, Galligan just spun out. What just happened to him? Oh, no, Eric Burton's flipped over. Henley is involved. That's another chaser. Something just happened coming off that corner to the 54, 69, and 64. And 2 of them are championship contenders. The points leader, Sean Galligan, and Sean Henley, 10th in the standings. As we're looking now at George Roque, this is the battle for the lead. We've already had 2 incidents take place. The first one involved Poteet, Togger, and Jordan Hester headed in the very first corner. And now we've got an incident here with Sean Galligan, Sean Henley, 2 chasers, as well as Eric Burton, who has appeared to have flipped over onto his roof. Here's that blind spot that we have here. As Trent Dunham's going to go back to the inside of the George Roque machine, looking to try and take the top position back again. Let's jump back to see if anybody else has run into problems yet. There's Henley. He's smoking. I think his day may be over. Oh, Megan Atkins is blown up. I don't know what's happened to her, but she got involved in something, and her engine has exploded. There's Galligan. Here's Poteet, Kenny McCurry, Jordan Hester, Trek Togger, Daniel Voiles. So they've run into some problems here. So we head back up to the front here. George Roque still holding tough there as he's going to split the road signs there. Trent Dunham going to run through a road sign as he tries to run down George Roque. And I think we're getting close to the turn of death, so I think we better go to a TV1 camera. Whoa, Roque gets the wall off that corner, and that's going to bring Dunham right to him. Dunham gets a big run. Trying to get to the inside, but now here comes McLeod. Nice racing up here for the top 3 positions here. But here comes the rest of the field now. They're starting to catch him, Daniel Day and company. And they're coming towards the turn of death, folks. We're going to go to the Nun camera. I will not fail on this camera angle this time. Here they come up the final corner. Is anybody going to fall off the turn of death? Zach Rogers! There goes Rogers! There goes Austin LaPlante, 2nd in points! And Carson Gum as well! So Galligan, who just ran into problems, LaPlante was trying to run him down for the points lead. LaPlante has just fallen off the turn of death. Where's the 71? There is LaPlante. There is Rogers. There is Carson Gum. They are on pit road as they just took a tumble off the 80-foot drop. And Kenny McCurry is coming to pit road, but oh my goodness gracious. That is 2nd in the points right there, folks. Austin LaPlante And this is going to help out, I believe, with Galligan and LaPlante running the problem. It's going to help out this guy right here. James McLeod came in 11 points back from Sean Galligan, only 2 points back from Austin LaPlante. With LaPlante on pit road, there's no doubt McLeod's going to pass LaPlante in the stands if he continues to run where he is. And look, all of a sudden, who's popped up here at the front? Charles Sanford in the 40. And he's going to go 3 wide with these drivers. Where are they going to go to? They're going into a left-hander. But Sanford gets a nice run off that corner. New leader, the 40 of Charles Sanford. And this is after he and the rest of the field had to try and run down George Roque, Trent Dunham, Richard Johnson, and James McLeod in order to get back up here and battle for the lead. So Sanford to the front. What a nice run he got out of that corner, too. Oh, someone just spun around back there. Someone just spun. I saw smoke. Oh, it was Kyle Corbett and Cole Daly. And Daly is really damaged. I think James Qualls may have been held up by that. I don't think he was really involved. But Cole Daly and Kyle Corbett both involved in something here now through that corner. And they must have taken some awfully hard licks, too, because they both are automatically teleporting over to pit road. They're not even driving away from that incident. I don't know if maybe Corbett spun out and Daly nailed him, or if they both just hit the steel guardrail at such an excessive speed that there's just no way to be able to get that car repaired and continue on. I don't know. But I do know that we got a 4-car battle for the lead again as they've all snaked back up together. They're single file. Trent Dunham all over the back bumper of the Swisher.com number 40. But wait a minute, James McLeod gets a big run here. And they are going to get through that turn okay, because we've seen them battle hard for the lead here before. And all of a sudden, someone gets turned up at the front. Sean Galligan had that happen to him in the Oreo Truck Series race here. I think Nick Ballard also had that happen too. As Charles Sanford leads the way here. Sanford actually does not have a win in the Mobil1 Cup Series yet. He's been up here at the front the past few weeks too, having some good runs. He's 20th in the overall standings. He's got a win over in Truck Series, but he's yet to win in Mobil, and today could be his day. But I'll tell you one driver who has not gone away, and that's the pole sitter, Trent Dunham. And you can kind of feel the urgency on the Trent Dunham machine. He knows how you have to win a Mobil1 Cup Series championship, because he's done it before, back in Season 3. So right now, I think he's figured out he's behind the proverbial 8-ball, no pun intended. 8-car, 8-ball. But anyway, he knows that he has to be in a certain position heading into Zen Joltis to be able to win the championship. And James McLeod, I'll tell you what, right now, James McLeod's been in a few chases as well. He knows how to get himself in position, and he's having a great, great run here today. There's George Roque there in 3rd place. Don't count him out. Daniel Day, he's having a nice run here up in the 6th position. 7th, Richard Johnson. And I'm pretty impressed here. I was impressed with Trek Togger when he returned to the Truck Series race here yesterday. How about Zach Flickinger in his debut here in the 18? What a great run he's having in the top 10 right now in 7th. Oh, they're approaching the turn of death, folks. You know what that means. It's time for the TV1 camera and the Nun camera. And Sanford, the leader, just went off! Oh my goodness, Charles Sanford, who was leading, just fell the turn of death. I thought maybe Cody Lamas was going to join him. Ooh, Deanna Shelton nearly got close as well. But Charles Sanford was leading this thing. And he just fell off the 80-foot drop. What a shame for the 40 team. Undoubtedly one of the fastest cars of the day. Was up there battling for the lead. And was looking like he was going to be a prime contender, as McLeod has moved to the top position now. Dunham into 2nd. 3rd is Roque. Daniel Day 4th. Richard Johnson in 5th. 6th is Zach Flickinger. Alex May is up to 7th. 8th place under contest. Ralph Mason going to take it. Moves Silver Fox back to 9th. And Anthony McCurry runs in 10th. And I think I saw, Danny Wells having a good run right now. Currently up in the 12th position. Not too far behind his Junior Motorsports teammate Anthony McCurry. And we're seeing Trent Dunham, Danny Wells, those drivers realizing that they had bad runs like last week in New Hampshire have to counter it And they're doing really well right now, running up inside the top 10, top 12 right now for Danny Wells in the 7. But a few drivers that were not running well in points did not have good luck so far here, including Jordan Hester, Megan Atkins, Sean Henley, and Dylan Poteet. Let's find out where Poteet's running. He wasn't smoking or anything, so he's obviously picked up some spots. He's up in the 30th position now. He may be able to pass Megan Atkins and Sean Henley in the point stands. I think they've actually gone back behind the wall. There's Kenny McCurry without a hood. Cole Daly still in pit road. Oh, Jake Rogers is on pit road. I don't know what happened to the 19, but he's on the pit lane. He's back up here at the front. Now it's a 4-car tango again. Sanford out, Daniel Day in. And Zach Flickinger trying to catch up here as well. Let's take a look to see what drivers are out of the race, including especially the chasers right now. Looks like Sean Henley's gone behind the wall. Megan Atkins going to finish dead last. The points leader, Sean Galligan, 39th. Austin LaPlante, second in points, 38th. Then we just saw those drivers on pit road, and it doesn't look like any chasers are amongst them. Jordan Hester's actually been able to continue on in the 20, as has Dylan Poteet, so, man. So according to my calculations, first, second, 8th, and 10th in points have all retired from today's race already. One driver we have not talked about all day, actually a few drivers we haven't talked about, and we're going to jump back and find them right now, are Dylan Young, Joshua Collard, and Emilio Navarrete. Where are those three running? Okay, Dylan Young last time round crossed the stripe in the 19th position. Navarrete in the 99 is back currently in the 22nd position. And Joshua Collard in the 9, where is he running? He is up in the 15th position right now. Those are three drivers we haven't talked about all day long, and they're chasers too. Collard there with Cody Lamas. And it's a long ways up before you get to Tyson Broad, Joshua Michaels, Danny Wells, who are trying to catch up to what has now become about a 10-car pack. Dunham, McLeod, Roke, Flickinger, Alex May, Daniel Day in this group as well, Anthony McCurry, Silver Fox starting to catch up here. See Richard Johnson back there. Another car back there too I'm trying to identify. It's right behind the Richard Johnson machine. I'm not sure exactly who that is. But we're coming up to the turn of death, so I don't want to look. Oh, George Roke spins around in front of the field, and that's going to separate him out again. Roke has spun. He's into the grass area, and I just messed up there. There we go. So George Roke, another driver running right up at the front of the field. He is now maybe out of contention for this win. They come off of the final corner towards the turn of death. Is anybody going to fall off the 80-foot drop this time? We've had at least 4 drivers go off I know of. Whoa, Flickinger playing with fire. Ralph Mason nearly went off. And Collard, Lamas, Musiola, Wolfgang Mason, they're starting to run down those guys. Don't count any of them out before it's over. It could happen. There's James Qualls in 70. We're waiting to see if anybody else is going to be coming into view here. There is Isaac Canepa and Bob Jones. Daniel Voiles. And is that Trek Togger there in the 5? I think that is. I think that's Togger just ahead of Jordan Hester. I think that's Dylan Poteet. Yeah, Togger's ahead of Hester. There's Hester, Poteet. And then I think we go back to the front of the field after the Kenny McCurry machine. And look at the gap. Trent Dunham has opened up with 2 to go. Man, it's a long ways back to Jace McLeod. Daniel Day now in a good tussle for 3rd. Couple of rookies shaking it up for 3rd place there. You got Daniel Day, Alex May, and Zach Flickinger. How would it be for Flickinger at one of the toughest tracks on the circuit to be able to win here today at Thornton? I mean, he's been up here all day long. You can't count him out. He's proven himself that he knows how to get around this racetrack and stay up front. Daniel Day, a former winner this season. I think he won back at Kansas, if I'm not mistaken. No, he won back at Auto Club. And he's trying to go to victory lane for the second time this season. And look who's coming up here, slowly but surely. James Silverfox, the 31, the former winner last time out here at Thornton. Don't be counting this 31 car out. He knows where to be, right place, right time. And I'm sure that he went back, looked over the tape of the Thornton race at the beginning of the season to see just exactly what he did to try and see if he can mirror that exact same pattern in today's race. Talk about another driver having a good run here today, and he's coming right alongside of Silverfox right now. That's Ralph Mason in the 09. Real nice run for that driver. Nice to see him up here, and oh boy, they're going to go 3 wide. Danny Wells trying to go underneath them. Oh boy, 3 by 3, 2 rows deep. This is not going to end well. They going to keep it together? Oh, they did. Wow. Boy, off that corner, a lot of times I have seen drivers get turned around trying to go 3 wide, but they all were able to settle it out. Nicely done. This all going on behind a breakaway first and second place. Oh, wait, no, wait a minute. Only first place. Where did McLeod go? There he is. Wow, he dropped back. He dropped back to about the 6th, 7th position now. I believe he is now 8th, actually. There's Joshua Michaels having a good run. That 6 car doing a really good job in the past few weeks. He's worked his way up to 28th in the point stand. And there's last week's winner, Richard Johnson, right behind him. Alex May, though, putting on a clinic, running down Trent Dunham. Man, they closed that gap up awfully quick. Just like that, Trent Dunham, who had maybe about a 15-car length advantage over the rest of the field, that has gone away in a hurry. And hello, rest of the field, right on the back bumper of the Bass Pro Shop Chevy. Danny Wells, Alex May, Anthony McCrory, Silverfox. They're all up here. Ralph Mason. As Alex May looks like he wants to maybe go to the inside. I'm sorry about these random camera views that show us absolutely nothing. Oh, here they come through this corner. Is someone going to mess up? Nope, nobody George Rokes off that corner. As Alex May is going to move by Anthony McCurry. That is for the 2nd position. Now he'll try and go back to work to running down Trent Dunham, who tried to open up his gap on the rest of the field just a little bit again. We're going to go to our none camera. They're coming towards the turn of death. Coming to the white flag. Trent Dunham off the final corner. Is he going to be okay? He's good. Oh, they're going to go in through the train. They're going underneath the train. Whoa, a little view of the undercarriage of the Union Pacific engine, I guess. But anyway, everybody looks like they're going to get through here. Oh, Zach Flickinger. He lost quite a bit of ground. I wonder if something happened to the 18. He's still running, but boy, that's a shame for him. Jumping back up to Trent Dunham, still the leader. And the gap has opened up again between himself and Alex May. I think McCrory has now moved into 3rd place. Not sure who 4th is. Let's jump back, find out here. I think it may be Ralph Mason, actually. Yes, it is. And Silverfox is up to 5th. And there is the guy. Whoop. They didn't let me go on him. There we go. The guy who may be heading into next week as the points leader due to hard luck that's been had by the points leader, Sean Galligan, and second at points, Austin LaPlante. Galligan got turned heading onto the highway stretch. He's out of the race. And Austin LaPlante took a tumble off the 80-foot drop off the turn of death. So right now, if all goes well for McLeod here on this final lap, he could be our new points leader, and I did not mean to pick that. Trent Dunham still the leader, but he's got Alex May right behind him. Alex May picked up his first career NNSCRA victory in the Truck Series race at Atlanta a couple of weeks ago. Would love to go to victory lane here in the Mobil1 Cup Series, but if it comes down between Alex May and Trent Dunham, it's Trent Dunham who would definitely need that win more. Came into this chase winless. Needs to pick up at least 1 win if he can, get that valuable 5 bonus points towards the chase, especially after the hard luck he had last week at New Hampshire. James Silverfox picked up another position. He got by Anthony McCrory for 4th. He's now looking on Ralph Mason for 3rd. That 31 car is coming as Alex May takes a peek to the inside of Trent Dunham for the lead. This is going to get good before it's over. Side by side for the lead. Alex May getting a big side draft off the 8. It's going to propel him to the lead right now. He is ahead of the 8 car heading into this corner. Side by side for first. Side by side for third. Dunham, May, Silver Fox, Mason. Silver Fox clears Ralph Mason. He's now all over the back bumper of Trent Dunham. He's side by side with him for second place as Alex May goes to the lead. If I were a betting man, I would bet on that James Silver Fox machine. He is in the right place, right time, just like he was last time we were at Thornton at the beginning of the season. But he was not able to make the complete pass on Trent Dunham that time. He slipped back in the third position, just between the 8 and the 09. And now Dunham, for the first time today, he's not been in the second position for much of this race. He's been leading this thing for a majority of today's event. Let's see if he can get back to the inside of the 22 and get back the lead of the race. He's been dominating here today. Silver Fox peeks out of line though. Here comes Silver Fox. He's going to try it again. He goes to the inside line. Will Ralph Mason go down there, help him with some draft? No, doesn't look like it. Silver Fox gets the run though. Here comes the 31. Trying to get back to the inside line. Alex May slips up. Dunham almost thought about going 3 wide there as they're going to split here on the highway stretch. May on the high side, Dunham in the middle groove in the median, and Silver Fox running down on the right-hand side of the highway. And Silver Fox going to lose some ground. Ralph Mason picked up the rear draft off the 8. He's going to move by Silver Fox for the third position, so maybe Silver Fox made his move too early. But here we go, heading into the final few turns. Trent Dunham trying to run down Alex May. May nearly hits the wall there. Dunham, I'm sure, wished he could have. As they're going to come here into the final corner, let's see if anybody up here at the front's going to derp it, coming down to the checkered flag. Through the final S-turns, heading towards the start-finish line. Dunham peeks to the high side. Now he's going to try the crossover move. May opens up the distance, though about a car length. Let's see if Dunham can get him here off the final corner, heading towards the turn of death. Here they come, down the front straightaway. Everybody's going to make it past the turn of death, but Alex May is going to hold off Trent Dunham by a car length. Alex May will pick up his second win of the season. He crosses the stripe and wins the Survivor Series 300, his first Mobil1 Cup Series race win of his career, and his second win of his career here in Season 6. Wow, Alex May coming from absolutely out of nowhere to pick up the victory here today for Penske Racing. And it's his first win of his career in the Mobil1 Cup Series. And it comes here today at the tricky track of Thornton. What a great win there for Alex May, just a few weeks off the heels of picking up his first career win, which came in the Truck Series at Atlanta. Trent Dunham driving on by, giving his congratulatory wave or thumbs up or whatever it was. And Trent Dunham, man, he was just so close to winning this thing. He had the dominant car of the day, just could not make the move on Alex May on that final lap. This race is complete, and we are going to show you now your official top 10 for today's race as Alex May takes the checkers. Trent Dunham, it's not the win, but it could help get him back up into championship contention, that runner-up finish. Ralph Mason's going to come around to finish in third. Great run for him, a well-needed run, as he's been having some problems in the past few weeks of finishing well. James Silver Fox won this race last time we were here. He's going to finish fourth here today. He's got good numbers at Thornton in the Mobil1 Cup Series. It's going to help him in the chase standings, no doubt. Joshua Michaels, what a great run for him in that 6 car. He's going to get 5th. 6th place is going to be Anthony McCurry, and a couple more chasers in 7th and 8th. James McLeod, who we have gotten word is going to be the new points leader heading in next week, as he was the only one of the top 3 drivers in points to actually finish today's race. Danny Wells, this could get him back in mathematically in contention for the championship, as he'll finish top 10 in 8th. Daniel Day gets 9th, and a week after picking up his second win of the season, Richard Johnson will finish the day in the top 10. Let's find out where the rest of our chase contenders finished. Joshua Collard going to finish today in 11th place, so another great run for the 9. Dylan Young going to finish in 15th. Then you've got Emilio Navarrete. He'll finish in 23rd place. Jordan Hester was in 27th. Dylan Poteet in 30th. Austin LaPlante out of the race in 38th. Sean Galligan also DNF'd in 39th. Those two came in first and second in points. And then some other chasers that DNF from today's race. 41st place for Sean Henley and 42nd for Megan Atkins. Well, Thornton is certainly a game changer. And I think today, Thornton is going to be a chase changer, as a bus and a truck just collided with each other, and they just did again. But I guess that's what happens here at Thornton. But anyway, we are finished with Thornton here in the Mobil1 Cup Series, but we still got a Snickers Cup Series race on tap for you guys. Hope you'll be tuning in for that. Also hope that Austin LaPlante, Zach Rogers, Carson Gum, Charles Sanford, all those that fell off the turn of death are okay. Some of them going to be racing in the Snickers Cup Series race here tomorrow. But congratulations to Alex May on his first Mobil1 Cup Series win of his career as he wins here today at Thornton. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Here comes your official finishing results, overall point standings, rookie point standings, and chase points heading into next week's race. The chase continues here in the Mobil1 Cup Series. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. They come off the final corner, and oh, what it was John Zinedino, the leader! Zinedino, the pole sitter. There goes Madison Saber off. There goes Ralph Mason, second in points off. Oh my goodness!